funky.
My voice is finally back, guys. Okay, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, my voice is finally back. I'm sorry for the silent videos, but I finally got in the app I use to record my voice back. Today, I'm going to give you 15 tips and tricks to get rich fast in Bloxburg. Do you ever just sit there and wish you could just get rich in Bloxburg faster? Well, today I'm going to help you with that. Let's get into the video. Okay guys, my first tip is to create a mood station. So it might be an obvious tip, but I recommend maybe buying another plot or just using your plot you have and make a mood station. Something that you can access easily at the corner of your plot maybe or at the front, so you just can quickly drive up to it when you need to fix your moods, and always have food at it, or always have food at your tables that will fill you up really fast. And make sure it has a TV, a bath, and some way to get food. So the first tip is to have a mood station. My second tip is to watch some sort of TV show while you're working. First things first, you do not want to get bored, because then you'll probably quit, and we do not want people to quit. My third tip is to consider buying Excellent Employee or Premium. Excellent Employee gives you more money when you work, and Premium lowers your bills, gives you more money in your daily login, and lets you pick your plot. So, my fourth tip is to work a little bit every day. So for example, you could get 100k every day, and then after 10 days you would have 1 million. My fifth tip is for people who do the delivery job. I recommend using Auto Drive, which is basically when you're holding W, press shift, so then you'll just drive automatically, and then you can just take your hands off the keyboard. I think this one is pretty self-explanatory, but my sixth tip is don't buy expensive items in the build catalog. Just don't buy the egg or anything like that. Just don't. My seventh tip is to budget when you build. I'm very bad at budgeting, to be honest, but I 100% recommend if you're trying to hit a goal while working but you still want to build. So maybe you can set a goal maybe you want to set a budget of 50k. Build in that budget, and maybe you can go a little bit over, but that's it. My eighth tip is just don't switch jobs. For example, me switching from pizza delivery to maybe burgers. For example, that will just completely mess up everything. You'll be earning less money than you started with. And although you might be enjoying it more, do you really want to reach that goal of yours? My ninth tip is to work for a long amount of times. For example, maybe work for around 2 to 5 hours if you really want to get to that goal faster. My 10th tip is to make more money than you want to spend. For example, you might want to make a $50,000 house, but you want to have money left over. So maybe earn $100,000 so you have a bit more to spend, or maybe just to keep. My 11th tip is to create a contest. For example, you might want to compete with your family, friends, or maybe even fans you have if you have a YouTube channel. Try to compete with them. Whoever can get the most money in maybe 1 hour has to pay the other person has to pay them the money they earned. You can have a contest. I think that's a really good idea to maybe pass that time. My 12th tip is to maybe try and enter giveaways. You might not always win them, but there's still that little bit of chance that you will. So maybe enter smaller ones or maybe enter big ones. It's up to you. My 13th tip is to just don't beg. Begging is probably one of the slowest ways you can try and get money. For example, you could beg for an hour and may only get $1,000, but you could work for an hour and you might be able to get $30,000. Would you rather $1,000 or $30,000? My 14th tip is for when you're building, clone things that are already colored that you want to use again. For example, clone a wall that has already been painted so you don't have to paint it again. My last and final tip, tip 15, is just do not cross trade. Cross trade is probably the worst way you can get money because you can either lose Bloxburg money or lose items you like in another game. Just be safe and do not cross trade. Thank you so much for watching this video. Comment down below what your favorite tip was, and I 100% recommend trying these out because these tips actually helped me a lot. See you in the next video. Bye!